Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer, and I'm here to build a jigsaw puzzle. I'm also here to hang out with all of you, and I'm going to start things off by throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego to the site, the Tier 2 blue emote in the chat. If you there are currently a subscriber, you can reply with those emotes. If you are not yet a subscriber, you can say hi. You can use other people's emotes if you feel like being a lurker. Lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. Lashbrick is here. Hello, Lashbrick. We are currently at 35 subscribers out of 40. The goal is to get to 40. I shut up about how many subscribers I have when we hit 40. If you want to become a subscriber or gift a subscription, gift a subscription. I did almost say gift a subscriber, which is different. If you want to gift a subscription to someone so they become a subscriber, you could do that. You could also be like Jam and subscribe with Prime for 85 months. Thank you so much, Jam. What's on the Bear Cave Lego site? Tier 2 blue emote in the chat, and thank Jam very much. Which also brings us up, to 36 subscribers out of 40. The goal is to get to 40. I shut up at 40. Thank you very much, Jam. Lord Crashton is here saying, hey, Pat, what a week it's been. To which Lashbrick replies, Lemon, it's Monday, which is true. It is Monday. It's Monday, and you know what that means. I'm going to work on a jigsaw puzzle. Let's go to the overhead camera. Ba-boom. Here's the overhead camera. We can start to see the things we need to do, the things we need to accomplish, the many pieces that we need to assemble. Now, I did hear from somebody, and I thought this was a very good point, that, hey, Pat, you mentioned that there was one card that was in here twice. That Alta, the nest tender, is in here twice. And you put this piece here. How do you know that this piece here, which is part of nest tender, isn't supposed to be on the other nest tender? And the answer to that question was, I don't know. I do not know. So this piece that I thought goes here could go here. And in fact, it fucking does. So there we go. Because the other one is going to be me. It's going to say me nest tender. So that goes there. So that's the thing I have to be consistently reminded of myself. You don't have to remind me. I have to remind me. Oh, actually, you're seeing. I didn't realize we were this deep in here. Oh, you know what? We're going to zoom in a little bit more. Well, let's see. We can do this. And then we can zoom in just a little bit more. Zoom in a little more. There. There. Now you won't see you will see this part of the microphone, but not the part that goes over here, because that's weird. I've just zoomed out so much because I'm working on this puzzle. We do lose a little bit of the top row here, but you'll see that there, and I think that's okay. But yes, when I'm building this thing, when I'm putting this together, Alta, I have to remember there's two Altas in this, which is a curveball that I did not expect. So anyway, that what we're doing here is we're looking for stuff here. We're looking for something that has the word truth in it, which I think is there's a something of truth. Obviously, we have it here, and it's below a 1-1. Oh, that's over here. I believe that is, yes, the Butcher of Truth. This is a Butcher of Truth. So that goes over here then. That'll go right there. Yeah, somewhere around there. And then there's a card that goes in between those two there. And that goes like that. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's what we're doing here. I'm looking at puzzle pieces, and I'm trying to find stuff here. All right. So this is... Carador, is this Carador? Is that Carador or Carados? A reminder, this is not in alphabetical order, so I do have to just kind of like look around here at all of these, and if it's not on this page, I can flip it over, and I don't think it's on this page. It is not, so we flip this over and look for the legendary creatures that are on this side. And we look for, nope, not that, not there, not there. Not Judith, not Zur. Ted Dreamer. Those are, no, cow. That's the other one there. Okay. Well, it's got to be around here. There it is. Carador, Ghost Chieftain. That's here. Goes right there. That clips in right there. And then we're getting there. We are close to having a couple cards almost done, which will be great. That will feel like a moral victory when we get a card completed. I think we're like close on over here. All right. So we got some card art here, and we got like gravened. But the card art might be the way to see what this is, because it's the like scratchy lines with a white background. I'm trying to do card art second, like pieces that are just like the card art and not have names. Names are the easiest of all of these. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be... That's not Butcher of Truth. That's over here. It's the Gravetide. The Gravetide goes... Okay, well, no, that's... Okay, so that's going to be... It's not this piece next to it. It's one over. And so that goes like that, and then this goes over here, then. Something like that. Something like this. Something like this. Again, iffy. But not that one, so there's one piece in between. So we'll put it like there. We'll see how that goes. What do we got here? This is a creature that is a, I believe, centaur. So we're going to look for all the descriptions of the legendary creatures, and one that starts with C-E-N-T, I believe A, which would be a centaur. So we're going to look for a legendary creature centaur. We got vampire knight, we got vampire, elemental avatars, human wizards, angel, unicorn, zombie warrior, Jin monk. It's a Jin monk over there. Human wizard, human knight, human shaman, beast, zombie assassin, dragon, fungus shaman, Eldrazi, cat dragon, human cleric, elf druid, centaur spirit. Ooh, that goes here then. I didn't realize. You're a centaur spirit, Carador Ghost Chieftain. Nice. And then we've got some text here. My child grew from something bloomed, so we were looking for flavor text. Not a lot of these cards have flavor text, so we want a flavor text that starts with my child. And occasionally there'll be flavor text that are similar because they're like cards that go well together or related. So we're just looking for flavor text. It starts with my child, which should be pretty easy to find. Time and space. He bids. After death. He has friends in quotation marks. Ooh. My child grew from rotted ruin, yet she bloomed. That's part of the Gravetide. Let me see here. Wait. That's a human shaman. That's a human avatar. It's part of that card here. So this... Wait. Oh, I put some cards in the wrong spot here. So this is... Okay. Yeah, all right. So this card goes here? No. Goes like that. I've got this area got muddled. Some stuff in this area got muddled here. Yeah, this got all kinds of goofed up. This piece goes here. So I know that goes there. And then this goes like here, basically. And then this, ooh, does this piece go here? It does. So yeah, this got muddled because I was like, oh, it goes somewhere around here. And I say that on occasion, and usually I'm wrong. All right, so then this is going to go like here then. Ooh, all right. So yeah, a card goes here, or a tile goes there, and it goes there. All right, this is kind of coming together, this area. This little section over here, it's coming together. Which is great. We love that. All right, EMR. We got a card that starts with EMR. Is that Emmercool? Do we have an Emmercool? Yeah, Emmercool. We got an Emmercool, and yeah, this is part of Emmercool. So Emmercool is this one. So that goes right there. What's up, Emmercool? Hell yeah. Love to see that. That's nice. All right. We got a 1-4. Or sorry. A 4-4. We got a 4-4 that has flavor text. So we're going to look for all the 4-4s and look for flavor text that matches that. There may be a couple 4-4s. There may only be one 4-4, and that would make my life very easy. Here's a 4-4, but it does not have flavor text. So we move on. All right. I think that's all of the cards we can look at here. So we then pop over to the other side. It's nice. I made a lot of like decisions on how to do this on the first one. Okay, wait. Battlefields. Yes, this is part of Rune, of the Hidden Realm. So that's going to go over here somewhere. So we'll put this down for a second. Yeah, I think the first time I did this, I like learned a lot, and now I am certainly working smarter than I was previously. So that's going to go there. That's going to go like that. Hell yeah! Look at that. This is a good. This section got a good little clump of pieces here. That's good. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. We've got some amount of word. Is that COBOL? AMBA, and I can't read this last letter here. Oops. Pushing that up. Let's see. We've got AMBA all, comma. So we got a comma in our name. So we can look for that. It's not that one. It's not MAR, right? It's MBAL, comma. It's not that one. There are a lot of commas. Like Cedrus, Teriel, but we need like Cabal or Ambol. Campbell. Cambal. Console of Allocation. That's near the Black Rose. Ooh, there's not a lot of these. We don't have many pieces here for that. So it is directly below the bit of Souls here. So yeah, Beckoner of Souls. It is next to Black Rose. So it is around here. Around here. This is not perfect, but it's somewhere in this area. I really wish this was this piece here, because it's just something's wrong. Something's wrong in this area. I don't know what it is. We'll say this is about where it should go. Again, I don't know. Hey, we got a 4-7. We got a 4-7 that has flavor text. So let's look for a 4-7 here. What can we talk about here? We'll talk about some anime in the second hour and some manga as well. I think that'll be good. I did not get around to watching the second episode of Lazarus. I will at some point talk about the second episode of Lazarus. So in the second hour, I'm going to talk about Once Upon a Witch's Death, episode 2. And then I'll talk about Lazarus later. I can watch Lazarus on the Adult Swim website. So that's what I'm doing to watch that. But I did not get around to watching it because I heard from a friend that nothing really happened. It was a lot of backstory and vibes, and I just didn't get around to watching it. But I will for Thursday. For Thursday, I'll talk about it. Let's see. Let's see. So we heard a little bit about the next Star Wars game via leaks not too long ago, but now we have confirmation from official sources. Okay, this is going to be... It's part of Terrio, Beckoner of Souls, which is... This is... Beckoner of Souls is there. There's a 4-6 that goes next to it. This is like here. This is all kinds of screwy. And does this go next? Is this piece next to this? No. I don't know where this piece goes. Again, this whole area is muddled. I know this is about where the card goes, and this is about where the card goes. So we'll just kind of leave it like that as we figure it out. But yeah, we now know more about Star Wars Zero Company, which is a turn-based single-player tactics game. It is an XCOM-like, a 6.6 that has flavor text. Yeah, so now we have some official announcement. Electronic Arts and Lucasfilm. Respawn folks are helping out with it, but it is by Bit Reactor. And we haven't heard too much about it. But yeah, Respawn is helping out. It's a turn-based tactics game in the Star Wars universe, and it seems all right. I'll say it looks okay. A reminder that the leaks came out because somebody who shared their art portfolio and someone found it and realized, wait, this is a person that works for Bit Reactor, so this is something about a new game, huh? Which is like, on the one hand, sucks, but on the other hand, like, well, yeah, fucking... People are going to share art portfolios. Like, I don't know. I wasn't mad about it. I know some people were mad about it. And it's just like, there's so much more to be mad at. But it looked neat. So that's nice. I don't play a lot of the turn-based tactics games these days. I certainly had a period in my life where I played a lot of them. I would spend a lot of time with that. But not these days. 6.6. Where's a 6.6 that has flavor text? Where is it? A 6.6 that has flavor text. I didn't find it, everybody. I'm going to have to look harder. I need a 6.6 that has flavor text. 474455443323 with flavor text. There it is. This is part of the Gravetide. Which is, does that mean you go here? That does mean you go here. You go there and you go there. Great. We got this nice little clump of card here. It's good. It's good stuff to see. Hey, another 6.6, but this 6.6 does not have flavor text, but it does say 6 damage to. So that's part of Rurik Thrar the Unbowed. You know, Rurik Thrar, the Unbound. I'm always talking about this card. It's one of my all-time favorites. I don't know anything about it. I do know that it lives that piece goes there, because that makes a lot of sense for it to be there. I don't think it goes here. That doesn't look right, but it does seem to fit right there. I go on vibes on these sometimes. Let's see. People are expecting. First gameplay will be soon. So this is just ahead of the leaks that will no doubt come out about it being part of. Now they can advertise it as being part of Star Wars Celebration, which is happening this weekend. So you will see a bunch of stuff about that on Friday because it's happening in Japan. So like you'll start seeing stuff, on Friday for the Saturday thing. There's more info on Marathon. I have heard so many weird things about people being so mad that Marathon is what it is, and I don't know. Like, look, If you're like, I don't like that kind of game, so therefore I'm not interested, or I like the other, I wish it was a different, I wish this next marathon was a different kind of game. Like, yeah, if extraction shooters aren't your thing, then I totally understand being bummed about it. But like, I've seen some people just being like, well, it's like, it seems like they're trying to make an extraction shooter as if you have friends, like an extraction shooter for you and your friends. And it's like, yeah, that sounds good. Do you play extraction shooters with strangers all the time? That sounds awful. Maybe that's why you don't like extraction shooters. Because people you don't know, like, this is no knock because I'm this way. There are people in my multiplayer crew that, like, after a few hours of Marvel Rivals, I'm done playing with them because they are sometimes toxic-ish. They're on the toxic spectrum because they're just getting salty. They're getting, like, they're just letting it get to them. We lose a bunch. They're not fun in losing. I'm probably annoying. I shouldn't say probably. I shouldn't qualify it. I bet I am annoying because I laugh off failure. Because I am playing video games to have fun. I'm playing Marvel Rivals to do dumb shit in Marvel Rivals. If I win if I'm dumping people with Jeff and we win, hell yeah. But if we lose, well, I did gobble up a bunch of assholes and drop them somewhere, and that makes me... I did gobble up a Venom and drop them somewhere, so I'm doing pretty okay. You know what I mean? You'll know that more tomorrow when I play Hearthstone. If you tune into the Hearthstone stream tomorrow, you will see me playing decks where if I win, incredible. If I lose, well, yeah, I'm playing a weird deck. Of course I lost. That is my gameplay style. Like, when I played Halo 2, because that's the Halo I played probably the most. Halo 1, Halo 2, but Halo 2 multiplayer I played a lot of. Like, well, we're doing capture the flag, and I'm on a ghost, and I have the flag. Now, I could be strategic and try to pass the flag off to my bros, or I could take a really weird, circuitous route that if I pull it off, that's awesome. And if I fuck it up, well, yeah, of course I fucked it up. That's my play style. We're looking for a Vampire Knight here. I believe the Vampire Knight is up in this corner. There might be more than one Vampire Knight, but we were looking for a Vampire Knight, and it says when a creature dies, and it says Alenda. Alenda is over here. The Dusk Rose. She's a Vampire Knight. Alenda's the Dusk Rose. Here's Alenda. Is this piece go right here? It does. Hell yeah, it does. But that's my vibe. That's always been my vibe. But like, it seemed like some people are just like mad that it apparently that this next Bungie game is like some stuff from Destiny and some other stuff, like obviously like kind of like Tarkov, because that's the one that people always look at. I know some people were mad because it's coming out the same day as Borderlands 4. And I gotta tell you, folks, extraction shooter fans and fans of Borderlands could exist at the same time in the same world. But I feel like, because the multiplayer, there are people that just play multiplayer games. Whatever kind of multiple. Oh, we're doing a crafting survival game, but we're playing with the bros. Great. We're doing a third-person shooter. We're doing a first-person shooter with the bros. Great. And bros being non-gendered. That is a non-gendered bros. I should divest myself of saying bros in that way. With the gang, with thems, dems and thems. We're doing the thing. But yeah, there are plenty of people out there, I'm sure, that just say, I play multiplayer games with my multiplayer crew. And so they would also want to play Borderlands 4 together. But I'm like, that's fine by me. I guess the thing in general, I would say the people that I actually genuinely feel for, if I feel for anyone in this scenario, is I will always feel for people who are my age or older that really like Marathon because they were Mac kids and they don't want to play an extraction shooter, but they love Marathon lore. And to them, I say, you're older than me. You're not going to play, you weren't going to play a single player Marathon game anyway. You were going to watch lore dumps on YouTube, and you can still do that. It being, there's going to be so much lore to dump, and you're going to watch those videos, and you're going to love it. So don't worry about it, because you weren't going to play a single player game like that anyway, because you don't have time for that. You're playing indie puzzlers and loving it as well. All right, we're looking for Teriel. I believe Teriel is here. Teriel, Beckoner of Souls. What's up, Teriel? There we go. Beckon some souls up there, my dude, my angel. All right, we also have something Axmundar. I don't remember Mundar. So we got to look at every single card until we find one that has Axmundar. All right, it's not on this page here, so it'll be on the other one. So we flip over, we go over here, and we're looking for Immunder. Ah, Thraxamunder. So that's over here. That's near Uriel, so that's got to be this piece. Right there. Great. Progress is being made. You can't see that piece that I just put down, but it's right over here. Let's see. This piece is, what do we got going on here? We got flavor text, and it says end of the show, and then below that it'll say brilliant with blood. So we're gonna look for flavor text, end of the show, brilliant with blood. Okay. Sacrifice. No. At the end of the show, she stands alone on a stage, brilliant with blood. That's right, it's Judith, the Scourge Diva. Right over here. There's another piece for Judith, the Scourge Diva, which is, as I've said, one of the best names of all time for any Magic card that's ever existed. Judith, the Scourge Diva. Just a queen. Just a queen. All right, we are looking for a legendary creature. They're all legendary creatures that has this artwork. And it says it has flying. So we're looking for a legendary creature with flying that has this artwork. Is that this piece? No. I don't think that's part of the cat dragon over here. It might be. You go there? It might be it. No, I don't think that's it. All right. So we're looking for a legendary creature that has flying and art that looks like this. So we're gonna look for all the cards that have flying. That's not that one. This is probably too hard. I should probably put this in the like do this later pile. But I'm gonna stretch my abilities here. I don't think that's that one. No. Nope. Flying. Okay. Flying vigilance. Nope, that's not the right art. Yeah, I don't know. I thought for a second this was the right card art, but that doesn't look right. So we're just going to look for another card that is flying. Oh, it's this one. It's Intet, the Dreamer. That's going to go here? Oh, no, that's not right. Okay, so this is Intet, the Dreamer. So this is going to go below this. Go there? No. Go next to it. Wait, this is going to go. Yeah. This goes like this. So that's down there. That like that. Okay. So this piece kind of goes kitty corner with this. Is what I'm figuring out. Yes. Oh, but this goes here. That's what it is. Got it. Nice. So we did figure out where that went. It went there. That kind of lives like this. Okay. Figuring this out. WrestleMania is this weekend. Reminder, I will not be streaming on Saturday. No Saturday stream. I'm taking Saturday night off to watch professional wrestling with friends while we chat in the same chat room. This is a 3-2. This is part of this card that's blocked here. It's next to Alta. So if this is Alta, is this piece here? Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. It goes right there. Nice. But yeah, no stream on Saturday because of the wrestling. We'll talk, we'll hang out on Thursday for sure. Obviously tomorrow, playing Hearthstone, hanging out. Zombie Warrior. We got to get a Zombie Warrior that has return, gains haste. Zombie Wizard. We got a couple. I think we have a couple Zombie Warriors here. Human. Eldrazi, Human Knight, Human Beast, Zombie Assassin, but we want a Zombie Warrior. I think they're over here. Zombie Warrior, Cedrus. And this says return, gain haste. Turn, gain haste. Great. Okay, so this is part of Cedrus over here. That's next to that, so... Does this go here? No. Does this go here? No. Okay, so this is all... Does this go here? It does. That goes like that, so we know that. This is going to go somewhere, I think, like that. That's all it goes? Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes, I don't know. Something like this. Goes in there. Because there is wrestling that I'll be watching this weekend. Actually, honestly, I'm watching a lot of wrestling. I thought you might like to know this. So I wrote down the schedule of stuff that I'm going to be watching as it happens this week. All of the wrestling that I will be seeing this week, I wrote down so that I know when things are and they're in my calendar, but I also wrote them down because I thought you might be interested in this. So that's going to be hard to find. Let's look for Ulamog. While I find Ulamog, I will let you know all of the wrestling that I'm watching this week. Wednesday, AEW Dynamite at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's out of Boston. There's going to be some good matches coming in on that. They're treating it like a big show. They're also doing Collision live on Thursday. I will not be watching Collision live at 8 p.m. Eastern because I will be here doing this stuff, which I'm happy about. So I'll be watching that on delay. There's Ulamog. Ulamog's right over here. Ulamog is near Fiend Seeker. So we'll find where Fiend Seeker is. Tainted Sky Summoner is on the next page here. So Ulamog is next to Marthas, which is all the rows. So it's up here. So this is going to go like this then? No. Wait, yes. Yes, goes right there. Okay, that's where Ulamog goes, and that's below Ulamog, so it's going to go like that. All right, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. So yeah, Wednesday, AEW. Thursday, AEW. There are some shows happening on Thursday. I might watch later, but I don't have any plans to watch. On Friday, I'll be watching Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling has a show, but it's at like 2 o'clock Eastern, so I'm not going to watch it live because I have stuff going on Friday. So, but I will watch it at like 8 o'clock on Friday night. And then Joey Janela's Spring Break 9 happens at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to watch back-to-back wrestling shows on Friday night. I am not going to watch SmackDown, even though that SmackDown before WrestleMania sometimes is a good big show. I'm not going to hang out with that. Okay, so this is Cedric. So we're looking for an S here. Again, not alphabetical order. Cedric, I should say. This is the Trader King. That's going to go here then. That's Trader King. This is not the end of it. This does not go there, so this goes below it. There's a card that goes here, or a piece that goes here with the card. On Saturday, I will watch live a show that is at 2 p.m. Eastern because I do not want to miss Effie's Big Gay Brunch at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then later in the night, I'll be watching WrestleMania Night 1 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunday, WrestleMania Night 2 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There are other shows that I will watch at some point. There is a TJPW, the Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling versus DDT versus GCW is a show. And then also the DDT show are shows that I will watch at some point. And the blood sport matches at some point. I might watch those on my own on Saturday or Sunday, but I have not made a commitment. So again, I have some ones that I'm watching live, and then friends and I are going to watch the TJPW show not live. Okay, so we're looking for something that has Esther in it. So we're looking for a name of a card with Esther at the end of it. That is the name of, so we're looking at every card, the end of every card, looking for Esther. And if it's not on this side, then it's on the other side. So we'll look at the other side. And then hopefully we'll find it there, and I didn't miss it, and I don't have to flip this back over, which it could be. Let's see. Is this enchant? No, STER, so it's not enchanter. It's not tender, no. Uh-oh. Harvester! It's part of Harvester! That's what it is. It's Teneb, the Harvester. I don't think we've done anything with Teneb, the Harvester. So that's going to be somewhere around here, because Shattergas is on one side. This card is here. That's the rare the hate seed. This is near the hate seed, so it is like this card. It is somewhere around here. It's unfortunately not as specific as I would like, but somewhere around here. Oh, let's look for a card that is 2 mana, red, green, and has some red in the upper corner card art here. And it's below a 5/4. So let's look for a 5/4. Is it below the 5/4? There's a 5/4 here. Okay, this is part of the hate seed. We're just talking about you, the hate seed. You live already here. Here's a card that goes right where you are. Great. You go right there. Excellent. We love to see it. I think, yeah, you go like right there. Not like that. Yeah, there's some pieces missing. Okay. Great. So let's see. So this weekend alone, I am watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wrestling shows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are 2-hour shows, and WrestleMania night 1 and 2 are probably 4 hours each, give or take. I'm going to watch a lot of fucking wrestling this weekend. And like I said, there's still the TJPW versus DT versus GCW show. There's also, I might watch the Clusterfuck at some point. That's on late at night, so I won't see it live. All right, we're looking for Lich Queen. We're looking for the Lich Queen. The Verena Lich Queen, right down here. Here you are, the Lich Queen. You're this piece. Yes, you're this piece. Now, do you go here? Are you this piece? You are not this piece, so you live somewhere around here, and I'll figure you out later. I was hoping you fit right there. You do fit there right there. I was wrong. Yeah. Oh, you go right there. Yay. Nice. Okay. Let's find more pieces here. We are looking for a legendary creature that has vigilance and trample. So that shouldn't be too hard because I don't remember seeing a lot of cards that had vigilance. So a couple have trample, but I don't know that many that have vigilance. One, I don't think only one has exalted. Hexproof. Uriel has after haste. Looking for oops. This got awry. Where do you go? Where are you, Sky Summoner? Wait, yeah, where are you, Sky Summoner? Feels like this is in the wrong place. But it's not. I don't know where this goes. I'm going to find this out later because I'm confused. Last week says, I regret to inform you there is a Death Scythe Funko Pop coming. Yeah, all right. I mean, look, Gundam Funko Pops feel like a thing that... Gundam Wing Funko Pops? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not going to get it. I don't buy action figures either. I think that, yeah. That Epion looks kind of fun. I like that they look bad. Honestly. I like that they don't look good. Also, they don't look real. So I don't know if this person is I'm not sure, Lashbrook, that you linked me to a real thing because they don't look like the RX-782 that did come out. Those don't look real. I am not saying that you are lying to me, but I am saying I think a person is lying to you. And maybe they are, maybe they're right, but those don't look particularly real to me. All right, who's got vigilance? Vigilance and reach. Rurik Thrar on the Unbound. You have vigilance and reach. Okay, so you're you go. Wait. No, you have vigilance and trample. This is vigilance and trample. I'm looking at the wrong vigilance. There are 2 cards with vigilance in this. Okay. Where's the other one that has vigilance? Flying and vigilance. I'm looking for vigilance and trample. Ah, you're part of Rune. You're a Rune. You go here. Ah, we got a nice little thing happening there. That's fun. Yeah, so I'm going to watch a lot of wrestling this weekend. As I said, there's probably going to be more. Oh, I need to figure out where is this? Where is Terran Sky Summoner? Because I can't find that card. I mean, obviously, it's okay. It's right here. So it's below Cabal and it's below Teriel. So there's Teriel. Teriel is here. You are you go there. You are part of Cabal, and so you are below Cabal. You are in line with Alenda. If it's not real, everyone is duped. There are packaging renders too. Okay. Yeah, I didn't scroll down. I was just looking at those photos, and I was like, those don't seem right. But also, Funko Pops don't look good. So if they made a bad looking Funko Pop, that just makes sense. That's just like, well, yeah, that's what you get. You know, that's what they are. But yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, I don't care about Funko Pops, so sure. Make a Death Scythe Funko Pop. Okay. This has some flavor text. This is part of Rickshaw Penna. This is obviously a legendary creature. The Soul of Kala. Okay, so we're looking for flavor text. Soul of. I think that will be the easiest way to figure out what card this is. Because there's only so many things that have flavor text. So if I find flavor text that says Soul. No. Not on this side. Let's look at this side. Soul of. None of these say Soul of here. Hard to read this one on purpose. Soul of. Ah. Okay, this is the Renegade. Part of the Renegade card. We almost have all of this card done. We just need like 3 more here. We got that good. So let's see. I can talk about WrestleMania again this weekend. We know we got 7 matches so far listed for night 1, 6 matches listed for night 2, which makes sense because Cody Rhodes versus John Cena is going to go real long. So 7 versus 7 and 6. A couple of these will probably be pretty short. But yeah. I do have more. It looks like War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders versus New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods is on night 1 for the World Tag Team Championships. That's the Raw Championships. I expect New Day to win, to do another long heel reign. Okay, I'm looking for Egg. This is a card that mentions eggs. Green Egg Defender. We are looking for a card that makes eggs. So I'm going to look at the flavor text, or not the flavor text, the card text here for things about eggs. I don't remember a legendary creature. It's Nest Tender. Okay, so this is a problem because there are 2 Nest Tenders. So, all right, no, this one, we already have stuff about the egg. So that means it's part of this Nest Tender over here. So it goes right there. Great. Good. Excellent. Yeah, I think New Day is going to win, so we'll get a heel reign out of them. War Raiders have had it for a bit, but I think that's going to be awesome. Rey Mysterio taking on Grand Americano. El Grande Americano. That should not be a long match, hopefully. This card has Trample and some flavor text. And it says Waisatora. So we're looking now for a card that has Trample. That is Trample. It's this one. It's Waisatora Necro Queen. It's the queen. It's this one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, but that doesn't connect like that. So that goes together, but these don't go together. So it actually goes like this. And there's a piece that goes right there. And that goes next to it. And there's that. Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. Figuring it out, everybody. Kind of figuring this out as we do it, which is what you want from a jigsaw puzzle. Is as you putting down the puzzle pieces, it's starting to make more sense. Okay, in places, and there's a parentheses. Gain 2 life is the end of this card, so we're looking for cards that have flavor text and say 2 life above the flavor text. Some flavor text here. Target, then shuffle, end of turn. Okay, so not on this side. Will you be on the other side? I mean, you should be, unless I messed it up. Cards with flavor text that says... What does it say? It has flavor text, and it says 2 life, gain 2 life. Flavor text. End step. Flavor text. Gain 2 life. This is part of Campbell. Console of allocation. So that goes here. It's like here. It's somewhere around here. These don't go together. Where's that 4-7 go? This 4-7 is part of this. This is in the wrong spot. This 4-7 is part of this card, so that 4-7 goes there. Yeah, this is all goofy because I don't have anything connected. And then that's a 5-6 that is here. That's part of Thaxidar, yeah, so that goes like here. Wait, no, that's the 4-7. The 4-7 goes... This goes here. Because it's part of that. Where's this 4-7 go? This 4-7 is... That 4-7 goes like... here. Yeah, this is all messy. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I would like to think that they're going to give Jade Cargill a solo victory at WrestleMania. That sounds about right. Naomi did attack her, but maybe lose shenanigans. I do think a lot of heels are going to be winning this weekend. So I think Jade Cargill getting a win would be nice to offset that, because Jacob Fatu is going to become the United States champion. They fucking love Jacob Fatu. Is this the match where Jeff Cobb gets introduced or Hikuleo gets introduced? Because it seems like both of those guys are signed to more bloodline stuff. I don't know. All right, we got some flavor text. When you cast a spell above a card that has flavor text, it says directly into. So we're looking for flavor text that says directly into. Directly into the flavor text, directly into. Okay. Can't find that there. Didn't find that. Didn't find it. Looking again for flavor text directly into his supplicant. Nope. All right, we'll look over here. Tiffany Stratton, I think, is losing to Charlotte Flair, so that's another heel victory. I really just don't think that Charlotte is would put her over. I think she should. I think Tiffany Stratton retaining the title and then turning heel again and facing some baby faces would make a lot of sense. She's not really a great heel. Okay. This is part of Arju, the shifter. So it is on this line here. We don't really have... Oh, it goes over here, right? Yes, it goes there. Okay. We did figure that part out. But yeah, I think Charlotte's going to win. I wish she didn't. Nothing is more boring to me than Charlotte Flair as a champion. It feels inevitable. It feels unnecessary. Costs one less for each counter. Is this? No, this is a elemental. Do we have an elemental? I think we do. Yeah, this is part of this card here. All right, Souls of Elements. This lives somewhere around here. Does it live here? It does. Ooh, okay. Nice. Wait, does this look like that? It does. Nice, 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 nice. That goes there. Does this go here? It does go there. Hell yeah. That's rad. We're just figuring out, I'm just figuring out pieces here. Linking stuff together, making it happen. Very pleased. Yeah, Gunther's gonna lose Jey Uso. I don't know who wins Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. I just don't know. I literally do not know Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I just don't know how that goes. We'll talk about night 2 on Thursday. We'll do a little preview of night 2 on Thursday. But yeah. Lot of like, other than I think John Cena is winning, I have no idea where belts go, the other belts that night. I'd love it for Braun Breaker, but I don't think it's going to be Braun Breaker. I think it might be Penta. I think Penta might become... We'll talk about it on Thursday. Anyway, I'm going to do a very short pause for the cause, because if you are here, you are probably already a subscriber or know what's up. You most likely, everyone watching right now is a subscriber, because there's not a lot of people here tonight, which is okay. But I'll just going to remind you about some things and things. We'll do the pause for the cause, you know, all of that shenanigans. But I feel like at this point you know what the deal is. But it's always nice to remind you about links and things. If you're currently a subscriber, which you are, throw the Bear Cave Legos site tier 2 blue emote in chat. Let the people know that you are a subscriber, because it's nice to see that there. We are currently at 36 subscribers. The goal is to get to 40. I shut up about how many subscribers I have when I hit 40. If you want to become a subscriber, if you want to gift a sub, you could do that. You could join Bits and Coins, always appreciated. You could join me on Patreon if you haven't already at the $1, $3, $5, or $10 tier. Different rewards for different tiers. Consider joining me on Patreon, because it would be nice. YouTube channel, subscribe if you haven't already. I just put up a new video. We'll talk about that in a bit. So please join me on YouTube. You can become a member there. So if you're a member, then tomorrow you'll get a video that other people have to wait a whole goddamn other day for. find out another show from this spring anime season that I liked a lot. Or sorry, the winter season. One-time donations would be nice to my Ko-Fi or my PayPal. I appreciate you very much for even considering that. That would be cool. Let's see. What do we got here? My Patreon, my Twitch, all that all goes into a fund, all those things. So I can buy model kits, Lego sets, things of that nature. This particular build that I'm doing right now, this this jigsaw puzzle assembly, I'm only doing that because of someone bought it off my Amazon wishlist. If you would like to buy me something for me to build on stream in the future, model kit or Lego set, I don't have any jigsaw puzzles on my list right now. You can go to my Amazon wishlist, see if there's something there you'd like to see me build. I got inexpensive Lego sets. I got expensive model kits. I got a Mega Pokemon thing that's a giant Geodude, and it moves around. The mouth and the arms move. If you press a thing, it'll move it around. It's a big old Geodude for like $11.50. I would be happy to put that together. You could buy that off my wish list. But yeah, Lego sets, model kits, knockoff Lego, all kinds of things and things. Free shipping for Prime members, so it'll take a while. If you got Amazon Prime, I would say get the thing that has the Prime shipping, just to save yourself some effort. A space robot 3-in-1 Lego thing that looks really neat that I recently added to the wish list. That just looks really cool. I got a lot of Lego stuff in there because I don't have any Lego in my backlog. My backlog is all model kits right now. So if you want me to build a Lego thing, you could buy it off my wish list if you want to. Throne is my alternative to Amazon because it's nice to have an alternative. Has anyone ever bought anything for me from Throne? No. But I like having the option. And then the most convoluted way to support me financially, which people have fucking done and is wild that anyone has ever done it. You go to USA Gundam Store, you buy a gift card. At USA, they will send you an email with that gift card code. Then you take that gift card code. You send me a whisper here on Twitch or a DM on Twitter. Or a message, DM on Blue Sky or Mastodon or whatever with that gift card code, and then I will use that gift card code to buy something from USA Gundam Store. That's just a way you can do it. That again, very convoluted way to support me, but you could. If you haven't joined my Discord yet, what are you fucking waiting for? Join my Discord. If you're watching this later on the VOD, here you can find all of this in the chat. And if you're watching this later on the YouTube VOD, you can find all this in the show description below. So take a look at that. I have a new video on my YouTube, Pat Baer's Anime Club. I talked about all the isekai that are out this season. I do this every season where I tell you about all the isekai. This season, there's only 7. And one of them is not available to watch, so I'm not going to watch it. And there's some other I'm not going to watch for various reasons. And then also, there's some shows I am watching that are isekai, and I'll talk about those. If you want to hear about it in the video, please watch it. And then on Kuma Baer, which is my weekly anime recommendation series, I always talk about something. There's a theme for every month. This month's theme is my favorite shows from the winter 2025 season. So I talked about the lovely show Zenshu, which is an isekai as well. A creative, brilliant, excellent looking, really enjoyable original series from Mappa that you should check out. You should check that shit out. That is all the links of things that I would like to send to you. I am going to talk about a manga that I have been reading and an anime that I have been watching. And we'll do that. And these are not going to be in-depth because I can't really do in-depth while I am doing the puzzle thing. So this will be kind of more just like, here's a brief overview as I'm talking. But we'll do that. But before I do that, I do need to drink a beverage. Gotta have a little bit of a beverage here. And we do need to dramatically transition back to the overhead camera. And in order to do that, we'll do that right now. Dramatically, here we go. All right, Lashbrook has called the shots fired here. We're going to zoom in a little bit more. Shots fired from Lashbrook because Lashbrook wants me to hit the dance button. Thank you for using your channel points for the dance button. Here's the dance button. All right, we are looking for a card that has Talker. I think that's I don't remember what that one is, but there's a card that has Talker in the name, so we're looking for a card that has Talker, you know, like me. I'm doing the talking here. I'm talking here. Is that Mistaker? It's a shame we're wasting 420 Easter on 2025. Yeah. Uriel, that's Uriel, the Mist Talker. We're over here. That goes right here. You can't see it. It's above where the camera is. But trust me, it's right. It's over here. I just put it right there. But you can't see that. But it's over there. Trust me on it. Look, I think it's a shame that we do. Look, this is not an old man opinion. Please do not expect this is the opinion of a 44-year-old man who's almost 45. When I say that nothing is more boring to me than weed stuff, including 420. I barely care about Easter. I definitely do not care about 420, and I never fucking have. Do not give a shit about the smokers' holiday. Smoke them if you got them. Shut the fuck up about it in general. This is part of Harvester. This is part of Harvester. This is part of Harvester here. This lives somewhere here in the dragon. It doesn't go here, but it goes like this. Somewhere like this is about where this card lives. It lives like here. I think it lives like here. I don't know. Again, this is all scattershot here. But yeah, I don't give a toot about weed stuff and 420. It being on Easter, that's fine. Smoke them if you got them. Enjoy your life. To me, 420 this year is just WrestleMania Night 2, my friends. WrestleMania Night 2. Yes, people will be coming over for Easter dinner. That sounds great. I probably actually won't be able to watch wrestling during the day there. Human Cleric. That's, yes, this is Macias right here. So Macias lives there. Macias. This is this card here. He goes there. Now, do you go here? You do go there. No, wait, you don't. That doesn't look right. That doesn't go there. You must go like, wait. What card is this? This is a 2-3. This seems in the wrong spot. Where's this 2-3 go? This 2-3 is, this is above that. Yeah, this was in the wrong spot. This lives up here. This lives in this hollow area here. I think. Yeah, I think this is right. What do you go there? You do go there. Oh, you go there. Then you go like this. You go like that. I think this is right. We'll find out later if I'm doing this right. But I think this is correct. Because we just got a lot of floaters around here. So we kind of got to get some connecting pieces here to connect the dots and make all this make sense. But we can't do that right now. Because we don't have it. All right. Dirty says, so you're saying you're not the generation on social group that has screen names that started and ended with XXX and included the 420 and 69 somewhere there? No. Well, I'll say this. I've been Pat Baer on the internet for a very long time. Now, I was my first initial, last name, and a number. I did have a number. It wasn't 420, it wasn't 69, but I did have a number when I first got online. And then pretty quickly, I was just Pat Baer as one word everywhere. Because Pat Baer. Like, it's just good, and I always want to do something, you know, with like, I don't want to say like, oh, I understood for a young age marketing, but I did understand that like my name was a good online name, and so I was just gonna keep that as long as I could and ride that as long as I could there. All right, so we're looking for flavor text that says many signals. Sigils, one purpose. And so the many, that this card here. You go like that? You do go like that. Okay. Okay. Wait, does that seem right? That does. Yes. Okay, that does seem correct. All right, that goes like that. Good. But yeah, I never had that. I definitely didn't have XX. I was not part of that generation of internet people. If I was, I just didn't go into it. We were looking for flavor text. All will know of your crimes. I do not know what card this is, but the flavor text, all will know of your crimes, is fucking great. So I am excited about finding out what card this is. What card has all will know of your crimes? Where are you, card? I can talk about this manga that I have been reading. Here's this manga. Also, hi, Dirty. Welcome. We'll talk about I was considered a useless good for nothing, so I moved to the Empire to get ahead in life. Now, you might think, oh, it's one of those kicked/banished stories. And it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, because our main character doesn't get fired. And he does think he's pretty fucking good at what he does. His issue is that he is from the kingdom of somewhere. I can't remember the kingdom name, but he's from a kingdom, and mages are treated like shit there, especially commoners, because he's from the common class. So it's just like commoners are treated poorly because they're lesser than. So even though he's got a good job working for the kingdom, this is the Fiend Seeker. That's right. Seeking fiends and then telling fiends, hey, fiends, everyone's going to know what you fucking did. That's pretty baller. That goes over there. Our next card we're looking for, that's really hard. I'm going to skip that one. That's going to be a figure out later. Let's see. We're looking for a 1/1, and it has Link in the title there. Work for a 1/1. So yeah, our guy Lutz, he just can't get ahead. He can barely keep by. He works really hard. He's definitely skilled, but he's never going anywhere. And he's just like kind of feeling really shitty about it. And he runs into a merchant who's just like, man, like, forgive me, just between us, you should really think about going to like the Empire. The Empire's a meritocracy. So if you got the skills, you can advance, you can move up. And like, they're always looking for talented people because they're obsessed with talent. So like, you should think about going there. And he's just like, nah, I'm not bad at that. I don't think I could do that. But he starts to realize, yeah, this place sucks. And they're just going to keep treating me terribly. I'm not going to like suddenly get to do more cool stuff. All right, I think I'm going to go. So he gets fed up. He quits and he leaves. He leaves the country and he heads to the Empire. And he helps some people along the way. Turns out that person is a big shot. So he gets a letter of recommendation, helping out a merchant and the child, which is nice because he just wanted to help people. This is a 1/1. Is this the 1/1 I need? This is not the 1/1 I need, so I'm looking for a different 1/1. Is this the 1/1 I need? This is the 1/1 I need. This is part of the Dusk Rose. That's going to go like... Huh. Where does this go? Oh, that goes like this. That go here? Yes, it goes here. Okay. All right, this seems weird. Something seems off here. So we'll figure that out. Okay. This seems... Oh, okay. There's a piece that goes right here. That's what it is. There's a piece that goes right here, and that's why this seems weird. But it'll make sense later. Great. Okay. Let's see. Dethrone. Control. A 2-2. We're looking for like a 2-2. We'll look for a 2-2 here. This is a 2-2. This is a... This looks like it has flavor text on the top of the card. That doesn't seem right. I think this says 2-2. I'm guessing this is a 2-2 here. I don't actually know. Yeah, this looks like it has like flavor text on the top of the card. I don't know. So he goes, he immediately passes the test. He's overpowering, like he's very strong. So the thing is, he doesn't think that he isn't talented, but he is humble because he has been treated so poorly and so much has been expected of him that he's just like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, no, I mean, I should be able to do all this because, like, I trained really hard for it. And his talents are appreciated. He gets to do some cool stuff. He's helping people out. Yeah, it's a fun little story. Very, very easy read. Okay, I don't know where this piece goes. I'm going to skip it. I'm putting it in the harder pile, and I'll deal with that later because I just can't figure that one out right now. Let's see. This card is... Oh, yeah, what? This is going to be very difficult to find. This is the end of a card that says ARD. So looking for a card that says ARD and is probably around here because it looks like it is cut off by the hand here. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is part of Arjun. This is the Sphinx Wizard. Great. So that's Arjun is there. That is around here. Dragonborn of elements. Okay, I don't have any parts of this yet, so I'm just gonna put it there for now. But yeah, manga's really fun, enjoyable. As of where I've left off for it, he has already become like a royal or a high-ranking guy. He already left his group behind. There is interactions with them, but it's not one of those where like, oh, he instantly made lifelong friends and found a new thing. No, he's already career advancing through, and they're being called upon to use him. He had to fight against like a knight that thought that he would overpower him, but he was humbled by it and was like, oh, all right, I acknowledge this guy's great. All right, Emmercool. I need to find Emmercool. This is a piece of Emmercool here. And I don't remember. Emmercool is somewhere here. I don't remember where. But this is a piece of Emmercool. Here's Emmercool. It's this piece. Here, and then does this go there then? It does. Ah, very nice, very nice, very nice. Love it, love it. Love it when these pieces start coming together and it starts forming a whole thing. All right. This says creature card, bottom of your library. So I'm going to look for a card that does not have flavor text, but it does say bottom of your library in A on what is this last line. So that this one might be a little difficult to find. I might have to wait to get more information. So I'm looking for the phrase at the bottom of a card. It says bottom of your library in A. So I think that'll be the easiest thing to do is look for a card without flavor. Bottom of your card in a random order. This is a part of Nest Tender. So it's either this Nest Tender or the other one, but I think it's this one. It is this one. Look at that. Look at that. Got more Nest Tender put together. Excellent. I didn't think that was going to be as easy as it was, so I'm happy with that. Okay, we've got flavor text here. White cover, gargantuans. The flavor text says white cover, something or other, and gargantuans in flavor text here. So it's going to be flavor text that also has been a little washed out. Whoa! The Goof Cat just raided the party too. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. I'm working on a jigsaw puzzle. This is a Magic the Gathering Legendary Creatures jigsaw puzzle. As you can see, I do have a legend here. I am currently going through cards that have text on it, looking for the text in the legend using a magnifying glass, because my eyesight's not all there. And then I give up if I can't find it, and then I will deal with that later. So I'm looking for flavor text. How a card is on here is that some cards have flavor text. They have some stuff at the bottom. It just gives you a little more world building, especially if a card doesn't have a lot of rule text. And so I'm looking for a card that has rules text that involves the word gargantuans. So I am now looking at every card that has flavor text in the bottom and looking for those words. And we'll see if I can find it. Not there, not there, not there, not there. And again, I can always just come back to this later, because at a certain point, I'll have enough pieces down that I can just start like putting pieces wherever. Right now. Here it is. It's part of Earl the Mistaker, I should say. All right, so this goes, does this go there? No. So this goes somewhere here. About here. Again, I don't know. So it's somewhere where this card lives in this general vicinity. Here or something. We'll put it there. I'll figure it out later. All right, so this text is kind of hard to read because it must be near our guy here in the middle. Whenever opponent dragon onto the battlefield. So that's, and this is all have. Is that this? Yes. So this is part of this card here. So it is near the Merciless, but not part of the Merciless. So it is over and down. It is somewhere in this area here. Again, just kind of putting it down, and we'll figure out more as we go when I get more information. All right. Making good progress here. Doing pretty good. Move on to our next one. Oh, also, let's talk about the anime. Now that I've talked about that manga, we'll talk about the anime that I'm currently watching, which is Once Upon a Witch's Death, which I might not watch this weekly anymore. I'm behind like an episode because it is it's melancholy, and I knew that going in. Okay, so this is I believe this is a warrior card, because this ends at IOR, so I believe this is going to be a warrior card. So I'm looking for a warrior card that has exile written in it. So let's see. So that might be a zombie warrior. It ends in IOR, and so I think it's going to be a zombie warrior. Soldier? No. No, that looks like... Oh, that could be solar. No, that's not right. Zombie warrior, exile. Yes, this is part of the Traitor King. So... this is going to be this piece right here. Hell yeah. Oh, is that connected too? It does. Great. Look at that. Look at that. We love that. We want that. Need that. And then does this go here? It does. That goes there. Great. We love that too. Yeah, because this is gonna go like here then. I think. Yeah, that's gonna go like there. Great. Once Upon a Witch's Death is the story of a girl who on her 17th birthday is said, hey, you are gonna die in a year. But if you go on a journey to collect tears, or tears will be one thing, but emotions turned into tears, and you collect 1,000 of them, of pure joy. The best thing you want is pure joy. You got a year. And so our girl Meg is like talking with her animal companions, and they're giving her advice, and it's not great advice, and she's just kind of freaking out. Or this is a 6-6. It's not that 6-6. It's we'll just go through here looking for a 6-6. 6-6 dreamer. Not on this side. We flip this over. I look at this side. 6-6. 15-15. 6-6. Spores. Pay 2. No, that's a 0-0. Here we go. There's our dragon friend over here. It's this piece. Booyah. So yeah. And then somebody shows up. Fine is not. She is not a magician. She is just Meg's friend, and they're hanging out and trying to figure out what's going on. She's actually there because she's looking for Mistress Faust, the person that's been taking care of Meg, because her watch stopped working, and that's because it was run with fairy power, and the fairy has passed away, which sucks. All right, so we were looking for this symbol. So many cards have that symbol, and it says from, and then underneath it, card. This is going to be hard to find. This one might be needle and haystack. We might have to wait on this one here, but we'll try. From and card. Let's see. From and card. No. We'll look on this side. Whoops, dropped it. That's not good. There we go. From and card in the corner. Nope. Four cards, but not from. Nope. Ah. It's the Reckoner of Souls. Oops. Okay. So this goes here. And then that's, yeah. Like that. Oh, then does this go here? It does. Hell yeah. And does this go here? No, that doesn't go there. Because that's going to be live like there. Great. Excellent. Powerful. 00. We're looking for a 00, and it says token right above it. And I believe that's this card over here. I believe that is... Nope, that's not that 00. So it's a different card that is a 00. It's this one. Lunaric. So that's here. Ooh, uh-oh. I thought for sure this was the right piece. No, this is not the right one. I thought this was the 00. It's not the 00. It's this one. It's part of the hate seed. It's this part of the hate seed right here. Hell yeah. Great. Let's see. Yeah, the fairy died. It's a whole thing. They go to a clock store, Mr. Zeppeto's clock store, and Meg watches the store. Apparently the watch, she's attached to the watch, sentimental value and all that. Meg tries to cheer her up. It is also linked to them and their childhood. Watch isn't going to work anymore. Hey, congratulations. Apparently, yeah, it belonged to her late grandmother. They do a memorial for the fairy that died in the watch. Fine feels better, and also another tier in the collection. So our girl gets another tier. Hooray. That's not the whole episode. There's a whole other thing with the grandma, elderly woman. It's incredibly bittersweet and fucking sad. This is what I'm saying, folks. I don't know if I can fucking handle this every week. I don't know if I can watch this weekly. It's just very sad. It's great, but it's a fucking lot. So I don't know. We're looking for a tapped 2/2. We're looking for a card with the text, a 4 something that has a 2/2. 4 something, create a 2/2. It's this one. It's part of the Lich Queen. Wait. That goes here then. That goes here. Yeah, we found that one pretty fast. Miss Talker. That's this one here. Yeah, okay. That lives here. That lives there. And this lives like this. Yes. Lives like that. I keep saying lives. That's a weird way to say. It goes there. Anyway, this is a straightforward one. Old lady, regrets. Lots of regrets in the whole thing. Very bittersweet. It's just like looking at this lady towards the end of her life. It hit real hard. She gets it. She's happy by the end. We might see more of her in the next episode. We might not. Okay, this is the Jin. This is Jin is over here. That's this one, right? Yes, that's the Jin monk. That's gonna go like here. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if I can keep watching Once Upon a Witch's Death weekly, because it's a fucking lot, y'all. It's a lot. So now I want to hear from you, friends. Okay, community too. So we're looking for flavor text that says community in it. So we'll look for that. And while I'm looking for that, I want to hear from you, friends. What are you watching right now? What are you playing? What are you up to? What are you into? What do you got going on? Reminder, my next stream is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, while I give you time to type into chat. So we're looking for something like community or opportunity. Is it opportunity too? It is. It's part of Silumgar. Okay, Silumgar. It's a part of this card. Yes, it's this piece here. All right. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I am playing Hearthstone. We got a new expansion that came out pretty recently. I've got an evolved deck that uses Imbue, which is the newish mechanic. I also have an Imbue beast deck that is a gods deck that is supposed to make gods that I made myself. That is not great, but it's fun. And then I've got some new cards in my classic decks. My This is White Dragon. Sorry, not This is White Dragon. This is Big Shaman. And my Warrior deck. Got a couple new cards in there. My Big Warrior. And then the Smoke, which is my Smoke Screen deck, has a couple cards that make that deck better. Improve that deck. Always like to improve those things. Okay, so we are looking for a quote that is attributed, so flavor text quote that is attributed to a priest. So that should be fairly easy to find this card. I'm just looking at everything that has flavor text and looking for flavor text that is written by someone. That's written by somebody, but not a priest. So this is here, priest teachings. This is for the angel. Of course it's for the angel. That go there. That does go there. So yeah, gonna go like that then. Does that go here? It does go there. Hell yeah, it does. Does this go here? It does go there. Hell yeah, it does. All right. Love that for me. Love that for me. Great. Some real good progress. This whole thing feels good. But yeah, right. Let me know in chat what you're working on, what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're up to, what you're into. Okay, so this is console something or other. It is a card that has a dude on it. This is just a straight up dude. This is just dude there. Yeah, it's this guy, combo guy. This is this piece right here. Fuck yeah. Goes right there. I think that goes like this. We'll find out. I think that goes like that. So yeah, playing Hearthstone, got some new decks. Excited to play those tomorrow. I played more Marvel Rivals yesterday. Watched a bunch of wrestling at night, but played some games here. All right, so I'm looking for a warrior here. I don't know if that's a zombie warrior, but I'll look for all zombie. Here's a zombie warrior. It's not a zombie warrior. It is a different warrior. Because that's not that, because that has a different color scheme. So we're looking for a different warrior here. Goblet Orc Warrior? Is this an Ogre Warrior? Might be an Ogre Warrior. Yes, this is an Ogre Warrior. So that's over here. It goes right there. Now, does that go here? It does go there. Hell yeah. Rurik. You go here? You don't go there. Go like that. Okay. Love that for me. Yeah, so that's kind of my Sunday. I did spend some time trying to figure out how to redo my this house's controller for the sprinklers. I think I figured them out, but I don't know if I did. We're going to find out on Wednesday. So I messed around with that. I'm looking for a 2-2 that says experience. So I'm looking for 2-2. It says each experience. Okay, that's part of this one. Mizzix. Over here. Doing your thing. Does it go here then? It does go there. It goes there. Moonjon says, been watching some ReZero. Ooh, this is a good, like, people doing cool shit. This has been a good season of people working together to try to do cool shit against difficult odds. And I've been enjoying ReZero. Lazarus, yeah, I haven't watched the second episode. I will. I'll talk about it on Thursday. The Kowloon generic romance. I don't know that one. Nearing the end of Mario and Luigi Brothership. Nice one, John. And hoping to start Altair Yumiya. Currently on volume 19 of Demon Slayer, hoping to finish it before the movies come out this year. Hell yeah, good luck with that. I mean, I really like the Demon Slayer manga. All right, we got a 2-3 that is near a card that says ooh. So I want to say that's I want to say that's Ulamont. I want to say that's Ulamont, but I don't know. I'm going to look for a 2-3. I'm looking for a 2-3 here that fits with it. That's this 2-3, I think. Yes, it's Unlost. So it goes here. All right, so that is a card that we don't have right now. That is above Harvester. So that's going to live like here. Wait, no, that goes there. It's above the hate. It's next to the hate seed. So that's the hate seed. So it's next to and above the hate seed. So it is like here. Yeah, like here. I don't know. All right. Oh, it goes actually literally right there. It's literally right there. That makes a lot of sense. Lord Crashy says, I watched The Core for the first time. Is a fan of disaster movies. It's fine, though it's pretty dumb at times. The Core is very dumb. It has kind of a stacked cast for the time. Stanley Tucci, Hilary Swank, Aaron Eckhart, Delroy Lindo, and Bruce Greenwood. Yeah. Yes, that movie is very dumb, but I do like it. I did have fun with it. All right, we're going for a legendary creature, human something or other. So we're going to look for all of the cards that say human, human cleric, and then we'll look for the flavor text that matches human cleric or human knight. That's this one. That makes me think that this is the card that goes right here. No, but that doesn't seem to be right. That doesn't seem to be right. Legendary creature, human knight. Whenever a control attack alone creature, yeah. So that go like this. Oh, no. Okay, that is right. Okay. But that doesn't seem right. So. Oh. Supposed to be lower. Yeah, something. Okay, so something around here is wrong. Something around here is definitely wrong because does this piece go with this? This piece doesn't go together. So, oh, but what if it goes like, ooh, what if it goes like, oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I think this is just awkward because of where it is on the cardboard, but this will work out. Okay. I think this is okay. Let's see. Last person watched both episodes of the WWE Dropout D&D campaign. Considering it and the bonus content were clearly shot in one day, I really have to wonder what that shooting day was. Watched Blade Runner 2049 today and still really love that movie aside from Jared Leto. Yeah, I think Blade Runner 2049 is good. I haven't watched the Dropout, the D&D thing from Dropout with the WWE folks, but I imagine, yes, that was probably one very, very long day. That is my guess. And that was, it was probably a very long shoot, but wrestlers totally used to long days like that. And then I'm sure the staff just hopefully got paid well for working a very long shoot. But it's Dropout, so I do expect them to be taken care of. Flying and Vigilance. This has Flying and Vigilance. There's only so many cards that have Flying and Vigilance in this. We should be able to find it pretty easily. Yes. It's this card here. It's this piece right here. Hell yeah, it is. Look at that. We got a huge chunk here connected now. But it doesn't go like that, so it's down here. But it will be connected to everything pretty soon. One simple piece, and then this will all be looking real good. But yeah, Blade Runner 2049 is great. I don't mind Jared Leto. I know people hate that performance, but I don't hate it as much as other people do. But I do think that's a pretty damn good movie. All right, we're looking for flavor text. Zer remained. Flavor text. So we just want to find the flavor text at which not every card has, and we're looking for flavor text that starts with Zer remained, which I don't see here. So we'll look on the other side of this, and we'll hopefully find it. Let's see. Zer remained. Ah, here we go. Zer the Enchanter. Of course, this is part of Zer. Oh, it goes right here. Part of Zer the Enchanter. And that's where it goes. What? Oh, why is this being awkward? Okay, there we go. Great. That goes there. We're getting all this together here. Judith. I know where Judith is. This piece goes right up here. You can't see it, but I know it's right there. Got another Judith piece put in. That's an easy one. This is just card art. I am going to try to find this card art. I found this card art. It's part of this card right here. It goes right there. That really felt like I staged it. I did not. I just know that I just recognized that card pretty easily. So I know that kind of looks staged, but all right. 2-3. We got a bunch of 2-3s. We're looking for 2-3 that has stuff about the library in it. There are only so many cards that are 2-3s here. So there's a 2-3 library. Yep. Okay. So this is this piece here, or it goes to the other side. Let's see. Do you fit here? No, you don't fit here, which means you are part of the other nester, which means you go over here somewhere. Yeah, you go like this. Yes, you go here. Great. You live there. Excellent. I hate that there's two cards in here that are the same. It's bothering me. It's annoying. All right. So this is going to be some of the clothing here for our guy here. When Razia was aloof. Okay, so is that this here? No. Is that over here? Yes. This is here. So this is Arjun. Is in line here. This is the weird dead area, so not that. So it's like I'm just putting it here. It's not right. We'll figure it out. Text here. Put your target. This is Harvester. This is part of Harvester. I want to say. Because the word Harvester is in the description. Yeah, sometimes the text, if it's a piece that's just text, it will sometimes say the name of the card. Because it's referencing the card in the name. And then that makes it easier to find it. Because if I look for something with harvest in it, or at least a card that has H in the title. Yes, the Harvester. It's this one down here, which is the creature dragon. And it is this card that goes there. And then this goes there. Hell yeah. Love to see it, folks. I go there? It does go there. Hell yeah. I'm feeling very happy about the progress we have made today. We are placing all kinds of stuff. Let's try to get one more in. One more. Well, it's not going to be that one. What about this one? Yes, here we go. I think I can figure this one out. Because this one has the text, uncrown me. So this has so we're looking for flavor text that says uncrown me. So we will look for that. And I think this will be our last piece that we're placing today. Okay, uncrown me. Maybe a quote. I have not been able to find that quote yet. That doesn't mean I won't. Here we go. This is the Ghost Chieftain. There it goes. Fuck yeah. I'm so pleased with the progress we made today. We placed so many pieces. There's obviously a lot left to do. Just look at it. If I zoom out here all the way, there's a ton left to do. You can see it there. Widen out all this way here. There's so much left of this. Still good progress. Yes, John. Like, there's still, like, a lot of this here. We haven't finished a single card yet. We're close, though. We're very close over here and over here to, like, finishing a full card. But this is coming together in a way that I'm very happy with. The progress is good. We'll continue it on Thursday. But we are going to wrap that up here tonight. Let me just turn that off now while I'm thinking of it. So I want to thank you all, but it's your gotcha puzzle. Yes. I want to thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good time. I hope you will join me again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern when I do something different. We are going to raid, though. That is how we end every stream around here. We always end by raiding. We're going to go find someone doing cool stuff and go give them some attention, hang out with them. As John says, we always end with a raid. So I hope you'll come along this raid as we go see who is doing some. Mary Kish is playing Wild Keepers Rising, and I don't know anything about that, but we are going to go raid. Mary seems to be shooting stuff and running around, so it's one of them. Looks to be like yeah. Oh yeah, this is an ass game. Okay, this is an ass game. So we're going to go raid Mary. It's like Vampire Survivors. Yeah, okay, yeah. And I hope you'll come along this raid. And then I hope you'll come back tomorrow for some Hearthstone. That's right. There is a new Hearthstone expansion pretty recently. I've been playing it a lot. I've gotten some good decks together. One really fun one that I think is pretty good, and I put it together myself. And then also, yeah, just going to hang out. We'll run some games. I'll win some. I'll lose a lot. It'll be fun. Please come along for that. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for coming along on this raid, and I'll see you tomorrow night. And then back here on Thursday for more of this as well. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.